This is Sabine. She's our 1991 BMW 325i that we race in NASA's ST5 and ST6 classes, as well as SE30. In SE30, we're not allowed any power adders, but in ST classes, we are. So we've decided that we need a little bit more power and torque to be competitive. So this year, we're going to install an ECS Tuning ECU chip. Every year we have to get Sabine dynoed to run in NASA SE30 or ST classes. She normally dynos around 155 rear wheel horsepower, and so we'd like to put a new ECU chip in her to run ST5 and 6 to boost that power and torque. So we called our friends at ECS Tuning to see what they had to offer. Now they own Turner Motorsports, so we knew that they would have the selection and expertise to guide us. They recommended the 524-300 chip that would give us a nice boost in horsepower and torque across the entire power curve. Now installation's super simple. It's literally take the cover off, remove the chip, and add the new chip. First step is to pry these little tabs up carefully to get access to the inside. You just have to be patient and just gently pry them up with a small screwdriver. They'll eventually come up, and then you can remove the cover. Once the tabs are bent up, simply pull it up, flip it over, to expose the chip. It's under this little white cover here that's super easy to remove. All you'll need to remove this, since it's a little snap fit, is a little small screwdriver that you put into these two little slots. First, just pry up one end, and then carefully pry up the other end. Sometimes it'll stick, and you just have to hold it in place, and then push the tab back in, and it'll pop right off. To remove the chip, just simply get that same little flat screwdriver and gently pry underneath, making sure you don't bend anything or damage the PCB. First pry up on one side, then gently pry up on the other side, and it should pop right off. And here's the two chips, the stock chip and the Turner chip. To put it back in, this is where you have to be really careful not to bend any of the little pins. Simply get them aligned and then gently push them in, but make sure that they are all aligned before you push in, or you can damage the pins. Once the chip is in place, simply put the cover on, just push down and it'll snap into place. To reassemble, simply slide the PCB housing over the little tabs that you straightened out earlier, being careful not to break any of the tabs, and then simply bend them back over using a needle nose pliers and a screwdriver. Once you've bent all the tabs over, you're done. Time to reinstall the computer. We recently ran NASA ST5 at NCM in Bowling Green and got to test out the new ECU. To say it made a difference is an understatement. Corners that we normally had to take in second gear could easily be taken with third gear, and we could feel the power and the torque across the entire power band. So if you have an old BMW or any street car that you're looking to boost the power and torque on, give our friends at ECS Tuning a call and let them help you out.